friends, welcome to my channel, welcome back to my channel. Today we have a very exciting video. It is part 2 of giving base game townies makeovers. If you didn't see the first part, we did the land grab family, Bob and Eliza pancakes, and the BFF household. So today we are going to be finishing out the base game and working on that. So without further ado, grab a drink, grab a snack, put me on the background if you'd like, and let's just have a fun time today. I was holding it up and I didn't address it. I have a spin drift today. The first family we are starting out with is the Spencer Kim-Lewis household. I actually love this household. I think they're an underrated household. They're actually the only one that has 3 generations in base game, which I really like, but we have a lot of people to get through, so let's get started. Starting off with Eric. Okay, so Eric wants to be a mansion baron. He is materialistic, a glutton, and self-assured. I see Eric as being this kind of like tech bro, to be honest. I feel like he got his money through the tech industry, which when I think of like Silicon Valley, like tech bros, I don't know if this is what I imagine, but at the same time, I don't imagine them to be very stylish either. I feel like he'd be like an athleisure guy. You know what I mean? Like think about the Silicon Valley like bicyclist. I can low-key see him in this. I'm like imagining him showing up in like head to toe cycling gear. You know what I mean? Like I feel like that's what he gives. Or okay, I imagine him being you know those like middle-aged men that just never grow out of their like basketball short phase? No shade. That, you know, ignore my previous eye roll. I really don't mean that to be shady at all. But you know who I'm talking about. And that's how I kind of see him. Let me see, actually, hold on. No, accessories, and I need leggings. And I want him to have like compression shorts underneath. Oh, I want it to be longer. Yes, he needs to be wearing like compression leggings or something. Maybe a little more subtle. Something like that. Is that too much? Maybe something like that. The orange ties into that. And then let's give him, well, okay. I feel weird when my Sims are wearing shoes, like tennis shoes especially, and they aren't wearing socks. I want to give him like cool sneakers, but I don't know what cool sneakers are. What if he's wearing something like impractical? Like you wouldn't work out in these, but he just wants to show them off. Are these show off sneakers? I don't know. But like the metallic on them and stuff. Okay, and I definitely need to put a wedding band on him because they're married. I feel like that suits him. And then I don't think I need to change his, oh, he looks very, in his resting face, he looks angry. When he's not looking around, he doesn't, but his eyebrows angle up in a way. I don't mind his facial hair. I'm gonna see if there's maybe something that is oh, he looks like a completely different person. That was weird. I kind of like that better. It's a little more realistic, to be honest. See, I think he needs just a little bit of like a tail. Well, maybe not. See, I feel like that's a little better. That's cute. You know when you're like working on something and then you like zoom back out and you're like, I actually hate this. Maybe it's the colors. Yeah, I like blue better. And let me change the sneakers. I'm like changing everything. I zoomed back out and I hated it. So let's try this again. Let's just put him in some standard sneakers. Sure. I feel like he's like a fitness tech bro. That's just really all I have. Hi friends, it's Editing Gingie here. Okay, so much like my last townie makeover video, I was just finding some things that I didn't like while I was editing, and the main one was Eric Lewis. I knew the direction that I was going in when I filmed it. Like some of my clients that I work for, because I'm a house manager, if you didn't know, like it was giving that vibe because like a lot of them are more like athleisure, work from home kind of people. But honestly, I just don't think that it worked for him. So what I ended up doing is I ended up making his, well, why don't I just show you? I ended up completely changing his everyday outfit. I still see him in the tech industry, but I also see him like going to work every day and being a professional looking sim, because also he's materialistic, so like I feel like he would be in a suit, that sort of thing. And then I just made the outfit that I made in the video his athletic wear, which I think makes more sense. I made just a couple other changes, so as they come up I'll pop back in. They're pretty small. This was like the main thing. I literally changed his entire outfit but as they come up I'll just pop in and explain them. His mother is Vivian Lewis. She wants to have a big happy family. She's cheerful, family oriented, and a foodie, which is so cute. Honestly, I love Vivian. She likes spirited sims. Okay. I really don't have a lot of qualms with this. Let me look at her earrings. She is so cute. Oh my goodness. I love elders in this game. They make me cry. I feel like she's definitely the type of woman that wakes up every day and like chooses a different pair of earrings. She just gives like she wants to be put together, you know? Let's pause on earrings. Hold on. Like what about something like this? This is so Vivian. I feel like this would be her cold weather outfit though. Oh my god. Vivian. We also have a couple of dresses that are more so like elder leaning. A little Moo. She's so cute. I just feel like she'd be stylish. I don't know. When I look at her, I feel like she'd just wake up every morning and want to put herself together. This is so cute. I always forget that this is in base game. And I love this full body outfit. What do we just have her in? This one. I actually really like this one. I think it's cute. Do the greens go? I guess they do kind of, yeah. Let me fix her shoes and then I just love her in a dress. I also want to put a little bit of makeup, nothing too crazy, just a little something. Oh, she's so cute. Okay, that's Vivian. Now let's work on Alice Spencer Kim. I definitely love the like colorfulness of this outfit, but it's just a bit dated. Oh my god, she's so pretty. Let's see if we can find, oh, what's that braid? Hold on. There's a braid, like a loose braid, I think in Island Living. This one. Yes. See, doesn't that give the same vibe but look better? Would Alice wear makeup? She is creative, but I also feel like I could see her being like kind of a hippie a little bit in the way that she wouldn't wear makeup. Okay, well that's kind of cute. Well, is it? She's very artsy, so I could see her wearing something crocheted or with like an embroidered pattern like that. I feel like the Spencer Kim-Lewis household is stumping me. Let's go all the way down, hold on, and see if we can find that outfit that I liked on Vivian. Did I crack the code? It's yellow. But here's the thing, it's like I'm just trying to make them a little more elevated, and I feel like this is giving elevated creative. We have different swatches that we can play with. I do like that green. I don't love the color of the top. Wait, this is literally perfect. Okay, perfect. It's still colorful. It's still vibrant. We have the yellow in the pants. I just feel like whenever a sim isn't wearing jewelry and it's not wearing makeup, they look a little unfinished. So let me put on a little bit of something. And then she's wearing not the best sandals. Those are actually kind of cute. Okay, hold on. And then I'm also going to give her a wedding ring. I actually feel like she would have something like this because she wouldn't be like a big diamond girl. I feel like she'd have more rings actually now that I'm... Why is she holding her hand like that? It's actually kind of scaring me. Look at her hand. I don't like that. Something like that. Wait, she's so cute. Okay, moving on to cutie Dennis Kim. He wants a successful lineage. He's neat, a perfectionist, and loves the outdoors. I love Dennis Kim. I think he's the cutest cutie patootie in all the land. Again, he is very formal, and here's the thing, I didn't dislike Vivian's look and I don't dislike Dennis's look, but I also know that this is like more of an everyday look, and I feel like yes, they would be put together, but I just feel like this is a little too formal. Like this would be party wear, not everyday. I know I keep doing full body. What the Ellie? Wait, okay, I know that I always use full body outfits, but come on, like that's so perfect. That's exactly what in my brain I was thinking. It's still put together, but it's giving old man, and that's what he is. I was looking for more of like a gardening outfit, but that could be like hot weather outfit maybe, because I believe he does have that garden out there, unless it's Vivian's. I actually need to check my facts on that. I also don't even know if the garden still exists. I feel like he'd wear like proper shoes. I love him so much. And you know me, I gotta put socks on him. Here you go. No, he'd wear these. He'd wear these. Oh, he's so cute. That was so simple, but like I feel like that just suits him better. Okay, now moving on to the cutie patootie Olivia Kim-Lewis. Hey girl. I actually like those jeans for her because she is following in her mom's footsteps of being an artistic prodigy, and she is a bit of a goofball. Of course she is. I like that hair, but I don't love that hair. Can you imagine? She's so cute. Or something like this would be cute. I just want to change the swatch to be, or this would be cute. I feel like personally her hair would just have a little bit more texture to it. I think it'd be a little bit more curly. It wouldn't be as straight. Oh wait, this is such a cute hairstyle. Let me see what the other ones are, but I'm leaning towards this one. Yeah, I think that's so darling and so cutie patootie. I don't dislike her outfit. It is just a little bit like all over the place personally, but maybe that's her thing. I don't know. I really do not explore the kids clothes options enough because these are so cutie. This one, I do like that one as well. And let me look at pants. Oh what about that? That's so cute with the little bows. And then for shoes, okay, she's a sneaker girl, but maybe she could be like, I don't know. I don't want to take that away from her, but let's give her something a little more fun. I do like the rainbows. I like the rainbows. Kids should be kids. Or what about these slides? Actually, hold on. I love when kids' clothes look like kids' clothes. I don't know how else to describe that, because it's like kids grow up too fast nowadays, you know? So let's put her in those, and then let me see about, well, would they be in leggings or, let me see, socks? Something silly Billy, because you can see it peeking through. Oh my gosh, she's so cute. Okay, hold on, let me look at her bracelets. Yeah, I feel like she'd be the kid that like has a bunch of bracelets. That's so cute. And I feel like her and her mom, I kind of want to give her and her mom matching manicures, just to be like, maybe they got together one night and just like had a little girls' night and painted each other's nails. I think that'd be super cute. The question is what color? Maybe she got rainbow? You're kidding. That's so cute. Okay, hold on. And I need to give Alice the same rainbow, because I feel like she's creative, she's artistic. I feel like she'd have the same rainbow, but maybe hers could be longer if they have it. It's like something like that. So cute. And I feel like Vivian would have long nails. Like, you know, those older women, I freaking love them. They would go to the salon like every 2 weeks. They'd get their nails done. I just see her having long nails. Not crazy long, but just like something. You know what I mean? Something like that. So cute. Maybe darker. Yeah. Okay, this is Eric. Vivian. I love it when elders go. Alice Spencer Kim, Dennis Kim, and Olivia. Oh, I think my favorite is definitely Olivia. She is such a cutie patootie. Okie dokie, so the next household we're going to be working on is the Roomies household. So in case you didn't know, this household is based off of New Girl and the cast in New Girl. So I'm really going to take inspiration from their characters when I give these makeovers, just because I feel like if they're going to be inspired, I'm gonna lean all the way into it, you know what I mean? So first things first, we have Zoe Patel. She is friend of the world. She's a bit clumsy, a goofball, and cheerful. So in the show, she has glasses, and I think that'd be cute to give her glasses, but only if they're cute, because you know that I kind of have beef with Sims 4 glasses. But I could see her in something like this. Oh, I wish they had like just brown frames. Oh, like this. But I wish they were more square. Ugh, I wish I could have a combination of that and these. And then Jessica Day also has bangs. So let's see if there's a cute like hairstyle with bangs. The problem with bangs in this game is that they give clay a lot. Like it looks like clay hair, and I don't like that. Like I just don't like the bangs in this game. Or honestly, this hair would be cute. I think I'm gonna go with this hair. I think it's cute, and I think it's very similar to how she would wear her hair, and then it shows off her glasses. So that's fine. I want to change her makeup a little bit just because I don't love that color on her. I think it's a little bit dated. It could be glossy, I don't mind that. And then what blush is she wearing? Because I think I mentioned it in the last video, but when the update came out to change the opacity, it made the default of all the makeup all the way, the opacity all the way to 100%, and that's just too much. So loving that. Okay, so Jessica Day wears a lot of polka dots. She's very like ModCloth, if you know that brand. Something like this, but imagine without the name tag. That's, wait, do they have something without the name tag? Oh, you gotta be kidding me. You've got to be kidding me. Of course not. Of course not. Did I expect them to? No. Like something like that, you know, but like not that. Yes, something like this. We're on the right track. I think that might be the best we get. In regards to bottoms, I kind of want to put her in a skirt. Ideally, a cute little polka dot skirt, but I don't think we're going to find that. And she also needs to be appropriate for like school because Jess is a teacher. Okay, wait, I'm kind of seeing a vision in this because the blue matches that sweater blue. Am I crazy for seeing that? I feel like this is 1000% something Jess would wear, except she would definitely wear those little cat those little cat flats. These ones. Yes, precisely. Is that too much? Yes. Okay, a subtle polka dot. Yes, because she's quirky, she's weird, she's a little funny. I say weird as a term of endearment. She's weird, she's a little weird, a little funny. I could see her having some cute nails, actually. What are those? Little bears? Are those little bears? Yeah, let's go with the little bears. That's cute. And then she would definitely have a watch because she's a teacher. She's got to be punctual, make sure she's, you know, doing her job. Jessica Day, Zoe Patel, of course. That is so cute. Okay, moving on to Mitchell Kalani, which is supposed to be Nick Miller, Stone Cold Killer. He wants to be a joke star. He's outgoing, a bit lazy, and a bit of a bro. This is okay, but it's giving too much of a schlub, in my opinion, to be Nick. I actually want to put him in a jacket because he has that maroon jacket that he wears all the time. Yeah, that works. But then I want to put him in jeans. I don't love the jeans in this game for men, but it is what it is. Let me look up an inspo pic really quick. Oh yeah, he does wear flannels a lot actually. Okay, hold on, scratch the jacket option. Okay, so my SIM card got full and I didn't realize it. So this is where we are. I put him in this flannel and then I also feel like he's just like a Converse guy, but I do want to fix his eyebrows and hair and like all that. So let's see if we can put him in some more realistic eyebrows. Okay, I'm not terribly mad at that. Whatever. Honestly, we could go with some just general stubble. And then as for hair, I just, first of all, need to change the swatch. Second of all, yeah, I feel like that's his hair. Did we find it on the first go? That's wild. I usually don't love this hair swatch, but I feel like it really works for him and it kind of brings it all together. Cute. Okay, that's Mitchell Kalani. Moving on to Jay Huntington III, which I see all over my town, so we better make him look good. This is obviously supposed to be Schmidt. He is a bodybuilder. Okay, he wants to be a bodybuilder. He's active, a bro, and non-committal. Okay, so he's either in a suit on his way to work or he's in like a button-up. That's very Schmidt. Wait. Where was this for Nick? Hold on. Sorry. Yeah, that's literally perfect. Okay, great. And then I'm gonna take off that little bracelet situation he has going on because I don't think Nick would wear bracelets. Oh my gosh. Okay, sorry. This is literally perfect. Okay, great. Hello, it's me again. Okay, so quickly, I just wanted to show that I ended up changing Mitchell Kalani's aspiration. Originally, it was Joke Star, and I just didn't think that worked, especially because later, one of the Sims that we work on in a minute also has that same aspiration. I'm trying to keep it a secret, not like you can just skip ahead. But I just thought it was repetitive. So I actually gave him the Master Mixologist, especially because in the show, Nick Miller is a bartender for most of the show. It's something minor, but I just feel like it works better. Back to Jay Huntington. Sometimes when a Sim is like too built, like they have a really athletic build, they look a little funny in clothes. Wait, what shirt is this from? Get to Work. Okay, so the bottoms, ideally, if we look for Get to Work, should match, question mark? Right, because why would they match? That would be too easy. Okay, then let me put him in. Yeah, I could see that actually. Is the texture weird though? He wouldn't be wearing those shoes. He'd be wearing like dress shoes. If you don't know the show, Schmidt is in marketing, so he like dresses nicely every day. I kind of want to fix his hair a little bit. I don't want it to look like clay though, or like Lego hair. I don't want it to look like click-on hair. Yeah, sure. Okay. Moving on to Gavin Richards. This is hello. So this is based off of Winston Bishop, but he wants to be best-selling author, neat, bro, and creative. I'm gonna remove his glasses. Sorry about it, but I'm just gonna make him a little cooler. Yeah, something like that. And then there are times where Winston almost has like a full beard. Not quite full beard, but like close. So I definitely want to give Gavin some more facial hair. Honestly, kind of loving that. So handsome. Oh, these eyebrows are gonna kill me. Cute. Okay, I want to find a really cute patterned button up. I have what I want in my head. I just don't know if we have it in the game. Like almost something like this, but just a little bit more of a button up. Honestly, something like this. Although it usually has birds on it, like birds or cats or like animals. Oh wait. What about this? What about this? Yeah, I think this is the closest we're gonna get. Because he loves like a fun patterned button up. Okay, cute. For accessories, I want to just change out the socks because right now he's wearing those socks. But I feel like Winston would like, I don't know why I'm mad at him wearing like a colored sock. I want to make his feet just a little smaller. It looks kind of weird. I don't know. I could see him wearing something like that, but you know what I'm going to put him in? I'm just going to put him in these. I feel like Winston's kind of cool and fun, and I feel like that'd be cute. Should I do all black? No, I don't like that. Cute. Well, should I do a color? Brown is cute. Okay, cute. Honestly, not a lot of accessories for the men, but I just don't see them wearing accessories. Am I like so crazy, or does Gavin now kind of look like Winston? Anyways, okay, cool. So this is Miss Zoe. We've got Mitchell, Jay Huntington III. What are his dislikes? Pet enthusiast. That's hilarious. And then Gavin. Like Spirited Sims. Cool. So another change that I did was to change Gavin Richards' skin tone. He was a bit whitewashed when compared to the character of Winston Bishop, and when looking at the actor that plays him, he just had a darker skin tone, and I wanted Gavin to reflect that, so I just made him have a little bit darker of a skin tone. It's funny because starting out, I feel like Gavin Richards was most unlike his TV counterpart, but now I feel like he looks the most like his TV counterpart, which I love, so I just wanted to do that. We only have one more household to work on, and it's a one sim household. I'm sure you can guess who we're working on, but let's just finish up with our last sim. Okay, if you guessed Johnny Zest, you were correct. He is our last sim that we're gonna work on. He wants to be a joke star. He is a goofball, outgoing, and ambitious. Also, if you don't know the lore about Johnny Zest, he is actually Nancy Landgrab and Jeffrey Landgrab's firstborn son. Malcolm is not an only child. They had Johnny first, and when he quit school to follow his dreams of becoming a joke star, they disowned him. So he now goes by the stage name Johnny Zest, but that's the lore on that, which is crazy. But here's where I have a qualm with Johnny Zest. He is outgoing. He's a goofball. He wants to be a comedian. This outfit does not give that. It gives firstborn of a land grab. And I think that, I don't know, I feel like he would want to separate from that. First of all, let's fix his hair. You know, I don't like this swatch. And then I don't like this hair at all, so let's figure out a more contemporary hair for him. And also, if you didn't watch my other video, okay, so the BFF household is kind of a love triangle between Liberty, Summer, and Travis. I always imagine in my mind Liberty and Travis end up together, and then Summer ends up with Johnny. So that's kind of always in the back of my head. But anyways, I don't know, I feel like he's just trying to make a name for himself, but he doesn't have the best budget, but he's also kind of like I could see him being like a ladies' man a little bit. Where is the hair that I saw? Oh, this one. Oh my god. I kind of love this hair, and I love this hair for him, to be honest. His little beard situation kind of throws me off, and I don't love it. Like, I would even prefer that over that. Yeah. But what's his style? That's what's throwing me off. He wants to be a comedian, but I also he gives this energy of being kind of cool, though. Is it just me? She says she chooses the not cool outfits. I feel like I just need a glimmer of inspiration. Okay, hold on. I like the direction we're going in. I like this direction. I'm getting inspired. This was my glimmer of inspiration. Yes, I feel it. I feel the inspiration. Okay, let me see jeans. I kind of want to put him in some ripped jeans, to be honest, but not too ripped. And not skin tight. Or there's that one that has 2 rips. This one. Is he just so cool? Is he just too cool for school? Let me see for shoes. This is what's difficult because these are very cropped. Would he wear boots? Is he a boots guy? Boots with the fur. Why do I like that? Again, I need to shorten. I feel like when the feet are too long, it looks weird. Why do I kind of want to give him an earring? No, I feel like he would. Like, what if he was out with like some, I don't know, comics, like some buddies or something, and they did a dare and he got his ears pierced? Honestly, I think my favorite of the day is Johnny. I'm obsessed with how he turned out. But with that, we are finished with base game makeovers because obviously the Goth family and the Don Lothario and Caliente family got a makeover already by the Sims team. So that kind of sparked this whole video series in general. I also don't think I've uploaded the last ones I did because the plan was to do all of their outfits off camera and then upload them to the gallery. That is still the plan. I just haven't done that yet. So if you're interested, my EA ID is the same as my YouTube, gingieplum. You can find when I do upload them, you can find them there. But yeah, I am so tired. I've been filming for so long. I kind of obsess when I give makeovers. Like, I'll get obsessed in the details and I'll really think of backstories and I'll think about their personalities. And it takes me quite a long time. A quick little thing before I let you go. If this is like your second or third time seeing my face and or you really enjoyed this video, I would just gently invite you to subscribe. You do not have to. I understand not wanting your subscription feed to get all crazy, but I am trying to get to 2,000 subscribers by the end of the year. So if you want to help me out with that, I would very appreciate it. But like I said, you don't have to. But yeah, thank you so much for watching and spending time with me today. I hope you enjoyed. I hope you have an absolutely wonderful day. And as always, I will see you in the next one. Bye, friends.